So the military gave me an avenue to escape a small town. There was nothing but agriculture, all farming. It's always there. And I wanted to go a little bit further with my life. I had dreams of being an attorney, but didn't have the money. So you become a teacher. And they wouldn't let me teach because I was too young. So the military, I just went and said, hey, I want in. I've got a degree. And they said, okay, we'll take you. They didn't check my age too close. I did it. I went to war. I went over in the state and I tried to take care of what I'm supposed to do and lost the only friend I ever had in my life over there. A lot of things shook me up. But I came home, I hear all the stories about people spitting on you or doing stuff. I never had any of that. Maybe because they were afraid of somebody that couldn't walk around in crutches and stuff. Nobody bothered me or anything like that. But I bothered myself because I couldn't accept what I'd done. And it was a fight every day to accept it. I was in the Air Force, but I didn't serve with the Air Force but a few months. Most of my time was assigned to the Marine Corps and the Army, mainly the Army. And met some wonderful people. And I would talk to some of those guys quite often about, have you been saved? Have you prayed to Jesus? Have you done anything? No, I don't need that stuff. But the minute they started to die, and I'll never forget it, the first words, Mama, I don't know. And the second thing is, God help me. Because they were so afraid that they weren't going to make it, and you'd go try to pray with them, but you couldn't most of the time. It's not like you see on the movies, okay, we're going to go pray with you and you're going to be okay. That doesn't happen. When it's time to go, and they're gone. And you worry about, why didn't I talk to them a little more? So it was I remember that. 3 months after I got home, I remember it so much I tried suicide. From my last tour, when I got out of the camps and I'd been shot up pretty good, and I couldn't stand the dreams and the nightmares.
Thank you for sharing this with us.
But I decided, you got to tough it out and get up and get going, and that's what I did. I kept trying to go and keep going for a long time. And that's the most thing I can remember about Vietnam was the dying. The killing, that's easy. You can shoot a man, that's easy to do, but to watch him die, that's a horrible thing to watch. I took a lot of lives. And some of them were questionable as to why I did it. And I put in a lot of airstrikes. And I've had people tell me I didn't belong in the church because I'd taken lives. I had my own family tell me they didn't want me around because I kept going back to Vietnam. My last attempt at suicide was in 1988. And it was over the same things. My life was dismal. I was mad at God more than anything else. For not me, but for what happened to other people. I didn't understand it real well. I never lost faith. It was really weird. I still prayed to God every night to help those people and help their families and everything else, but I was mad at Him. And it was kind of a tough time. And I tried it, and I stayed in a coma for 19 months. And I guess that was God saying, time out. You're going to just stop life for a little bit, because when I came out of it again, I met the most wonderful woman in the world and married her. And we stayed married for 30-something years till she passed away. And I made her a promise I'd never try that again, and never will. But she got me looking at, I'm blaming everything on God when it's on me. I don't have the right to challenge God. I have the right to serve God. And that's what I tried to do with my life from that day forward. And I had real problems with forgiveness. I couldn't forgive my father for some of the things he'd done to me. I felt I was baptized the first time because my father was going to beat me again if I did not be baptized. Because I have a twin sister, and they were twin brothers just older than us. So he wanted all four of us to be baptized at the same time. So it wasn't that I wanted to be baptized. If I didn't, I would get several broken fingers again, and I didn't want that. So I went ahead and was baptized. This time I wanted to do it because it's something I wanted to do and I wanted to do it the right way. Then I met some crazy people. One of them was Miss Amy, and the other one was the pastor here. They still saw something in me that I could do stuff. All I was trying to do was find a church not to die in. I'm trying to find a church to live in. So that's why I wanted to be baptized. I wanted it to be for the fact I wanted to come back. I wanted to be risen, to rise again out of that water and start a new life. The only person I'm still dealing with the problem on is forgiving myself for the things I've done. I still deal with that on a daily basis. But I still pray to God every day to help me forgive myself for what I've done. I'm not proud of what I did in that war. But I'm not ashamed either